Welcome to the Know. I'm Ashley.
I'm Mika.
2017 might go down in history as the year that Battle Royale games really took over. Like they were already building momentum, but 2017 just knocked it out of the park. It was led by the PC hit PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, which was then copied over and over and over again. And the genre has absolutely dominated the multiplayer space this year.
So just how big is it, you may be wondering? Well, the Battlegrounds has sold more than 25 million copies since it was released in March.
That's for a new IP, that's huge.
Right, not even technically out of beta yet.
The game's not
real.
Out.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you know, by the time this video comes out, it'll
be out, right. And a copycat game, Fortnite Battle Royale, is even more popular with 30 million players. So
it's free.
Yeah.
So yeah, safe to say, Battle Royale genre has been very popular this year. But how did we actually get to this point? Because every trend has to start somewhere, right? So let's take a look into the history of Battle Royale games and how the genre became king of multiplayers for 2017.
If you are not familiar with Battle Royale games, they're a brand of multiplayer shooter, and the basic idea is this. Lots of players get dropped into a giant map, then they have to scavenge for gear and weapons, form temporary alliances, and then kill everyone else until there's just one person left standing and you've betrayed all your friends. Yay!
Yeah, it's basically an evolution of Last Man Standing modes.
Yeah.
Just bigger for the most part. There's usually some kind of shrinking board or two that then forces players closer and closer together as time runs down, creates this exciting, frenetic environment that's drawn players by the millions.
The Verge's Stand By 4 described the appeal of PUBG this way. He wrote, "You don't have to be an experienced online shooter fan to have fun with PUBG. It certainly rewards skill, but the way that each game has an element of luck keeps you coming back to see if you can do better next time."
And while a lot of people might give Battlegrounds credit for popularizing the genre, it's actually been around for a while. At least the roots have been.
Yeah, in modern times we can trace the genre.
Modern times. Well, medieval times it was a little different. They just actually went to war.
Yes, we can trace the genre back to a Hunger Games mod for Minecraft called Survival Games that came out after the release of the Hunger Games movie in 2012. And the name of the genre itself is taken from a 2000 Japanese film called Battle Royale, which itself was taken from the book. Both incredible, brutal, violent, bloody.
So much blood.
So recommended.
Most people, though, probably know of the genre because of one person, Brendan Green, aka PlayerUnknown.
Not so unknown anymore now.
Player very known.
Green started in gaming by making mods for a game called Arma 2, which is an open world military sim that was pretty much made for the purpose of being modded. And Green got into modding courtesy of the DayZ mod, which is an open world survival game based on Arma 2. That's a lot of
So he's kind of like modding on a mod.
Yeah.
Green told Polygon at E3, "When I was in Brazil, I was saving to get home to Ireland. I had married a Brazilian, divorced a few years later, and then for the following 4 years, I was kind of just living in Brazil because who doesn't want to live in Brazil? Doing photography, design, DJing. I started playing the DayZ mod, discovered all of that, and then I started making the Battle Royale mod itself."
Green would say that inspiration for the Battle Royale mod, as in the Minecraft mod, came from the Hunger Games books where players competed against each other for stockpiles of weapons.
So Green created the DayZ Battle Royale mod for Arma 2, and after that, he went to work with Sony to create another Battle Royale mode to go with another shooter, H1Z1. That mode has since become known as H1Z1 King of the Kill and is still really popular.
And after all of that, Green went to work for the South Korean developer Bluehole, and that's where he started working on what would become PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, which released into early access in March. Since then, it has gone on to sell more than 25 million copies and has become a full-fledged phenomenon.
Now, spoiler alert, we did pre-record this video, so the full game is out on PC. They finally hit 1.0, and it recently debuted in early access for Xbox One as well, but it's also become a global phenomenon. It's huge everywhere. The Chinese mega publisher Tencent, who you may know from owning everything, is planning to localize and release it in China along with 2 mobile versions of the game.
Of course, all that success has inspired other companies to get in on the act. Most notably, Epic Games, which released a Battle Royale mode for its game Fortnite and specifically mentioned Battlegrounds as its inspiration. Fortnite Battle Royale released for free in September for PC as well as the PS4 and Xbox One, which means that it actually beat Battlegrounds to console.
Yeah. Epic acknowledged its inspiration when they released the Battle Royale mode for Fortnite, saying, "We love Battle Royale games like PUBG and thought Fortnite would make a great foundation for our own version."
And like PUBG, Fortnite got really popular too. Epic announced recently that its game had seen 30 million players in total and managed to reach 1.3 million concurrent users.
Which is huge because up until that point, Fortnite had been struggling a little bit. It was this early access thing that was going to eventually be free to play, but while it's in early access, they want people to pay for it, but they still want people to buy microtransactions, and it wasn't quite hitting. But then they released this free version of a Battle Royale game before PUBG made it a console, and the momentum of their game changed overnight as a result. But the Battle Royale genre isn't just limited to those games. Other existing games actually also have Battle Royale modes of their own. There's Ark Survival of the Fittest, Rust Battle Royale, Last Man Standing, and all kinds of stuff. The Culling, Unturned Arena mode.
Oh, and earlier this year, Rockstar announced that GTA Online would also be getting its own Battle Royale-ish mode too in an update called Smuggler's Run. Rockstar described it as a tense battle for survival in which players scrounge for weapons and do battle inside an ever-shrinking kill box. So does that sound a little familiar?
I can't place it. All these Battle Royale games have apparently annoyed Brendan Green a little bit, who said that games need better protection from copycat titles. He told the BBC recently, "There's no intellectual property protection in games. In movies and music, there is IP protection and you can really look after your work. In gaming, that doesn't exist yet, and it's something that should be looked into."
Huh. That's all a little ironic, considering that the mode has been around for longer than Green has been making games, and that, he himself has made 3 Battle Royale games for 3 different companies.
Well, it's also worth noting that, sure, while you can't use the exact names of something, and you can't use the specific IP in movies or books necessarily, you get twin movies all the time.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
something will come along, and then there's immediately something that's almost like it, but then not quite. Let's see, we had Dante's Peak, and there was a Volcano, and there's Armageddon versus, oh god, what was the other one? Deep Impact.
And have you seen any horror movie? They're all the same.
Someone runs upstairs.
Yes.
But regardless of all that, the Battle Royale train rolls on. It was just announced that the Battle Royale themed expansion will be arriving next year for Dying Light, Bad Blood. Why? Because the developers said it was due to numerous fan requests.
Yep, as long as fans want Battle Royale games, the industry will keep making them. But let's hope that they don't make any sequels to the movie, because Battle Royale 2 was awful.
There's also, you gotta wonder, when does this hit Horde mode point, where there'll be a lot of these other games, full games. I know Ubisoft is looking into adding Battle Royale type modes to some of their games. Remember when Gears of War came out and there was Horde mode and it was crazy and it was like the new thing, and then every game started having a Horde mode, and then it became not a selling point anymore because every game was expected to basically just have a Horde mode, and it was just another box to tick. I wonder if that's gonna happen,
Or if it's gonna
with
become
Battle Royale.
zombies, and now everybody's like, oh, a zombie game? Could you be less creative?
Yeah, it's interesting too that PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds has managed to be so successful with one mode. I mean, you could argue that squads or duos are kind of variations on the mode, but it's still one game mode. It's Last Man Standing, and up until just recently, one map. That's it.
Yeah.
And it's selling to tens of millions of people. And other developers would look at that checklist and go, that's not a game. That's like one little piece of a game. But it's doing great. Anyway, what do you guys think about 2017? Is this the year of Battle Royale? What's your favorite version of the Battle Royale mode? Let us know in the comments.
And for all of your gaming news, be sure to like this video. And if you're new around here, subscribe to the Know. We promise we won't drop you on a Japanese island and put shock collars on you.
I don't promise that.
Oh, better start running. I was gonna put it up there, but we move it so much.
Yeah, that's where he used to live up there.
Right.
Him and the Panther lived up there, but they keep falling off.
And then so did Bernie, but I don't know where he
what happened
went.
to Little Bernie?
Bernie used to be riding the Panther.
Also, I think Little Bernie's legs broke last time.
That's probably why.
Okay. Poor little birdie.